Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing an informative video covering some of the differences between the Romaleos 1s and the Romaleos 2s. I'm sure I won't cover everything, so if you have things to add, please do so in the comments. So, getting into the 1s. So, the 1s were built, these are the original Romaleos. I believe they came out probably right around the '08 Olympics. I know a lot of them actually have the '08, '08, '08 on the back of the shoe. So those were made basically for that Olympics. Shortly after, the Romaleos 2s were released, which are a very similar shoe. In terms of build, they're nearly identical, but they did pretty quickly release the 2s. So there's a lot more 2s out there on the market in circulation than there are the 1s. They didn't make too many 1s, but they made a lot of 2s, right? So I'm going to cover some of the differences now. So looking at the shoe itself, like I said, very, very similar. In terms of the external construction, you could barely tell the difference. They did come in different colors. So one way to tell the difference between the two, if you're looking at a shoe, is it a 1, is it a 2, is to look at the color. So if you're just looking at a photo or just looking at it from the outside, you can look at the color of the shoes. The 1s and the 2s did come in different colors. I'm going to put something on the screen that you can feel free to pause this video, screenshot it, do whatever you want with that, showing which all of the colors for the 1s and the 2s. I think I covered all of them. The 1s came in a lot of different, there are a lot of iterations of the 1s. There's some of them that have different things embroidered on them or different logos on them. Some of them have like even the blue one, navy blue ones have like a USA logo on the embroidered on the strap. There's some differences in the 1s, and the 1s can vary a little bit within those colors, I guess. So like you might have a navy blue one that is blank, nothing engraved on it, and then one's Team USA. But I believe those are all 7 of the colors of the 1s that I put up on the screen just shortly ago. The 2s came in quite a few more colors. Some are a lot more common or rare than others, but there were a lot more color iterations. I'm thinking offhand, I think, and you'll be able to tell from the graphic, I think there were 12 colors of the 2s. So a lot more colors of 2s, a lot more 2s made, like I said. Anyways, getting into the differences, like I said, exterior very similar, but they are different. So just picking them up, the 1s are a little bit heavier than the 2s, and that gets into the construction. So I'll weigh them right here. These are both a 9.5. Both have the comp insoles in them. I don't even know what they exactly weigh, but I will be able to tell you here. So this is actually my pair. This is the pair that I wear. I didn't mention that. The 1s. I love these. Anyways, this one is, let's go in grams. 638 grams, the 1, versus the 2, 594 grams. So not a massive difference. What is that, about 40 grams or so? Not a massive difference, but it is a little bit heavier of a shoe. So a lot of that, I'm speculating a little bit here, but a lot of it, there are a lot of components that are thicker on the 1s than the 2s. The tongue is quite a bit thicker, substantially thicker. It's a lot meatier. The tongue on the 2 is just a really thin, lightweight tongue, and also just the sole here, or the outer sole, I believe that's what it's called. The outer sole here is just thicker. They thinned it out a little bit on the 2s. They might have thinned out a few other small areas here and there. Not really. I wouldn't say it's detrimental to like durability or anything like that. It just makes it a little bit lighter. The 1, if your feet get a little hot and you're between the 1s, the 2s, you might want to actually opt for a 2, right? This is a little thicker, keeps your feet a little bit warmer. It's the winter now, so actually it's actually probably a benefit here because I train in my garage most of the time. So that is the main differences that you can see, or that I have noticed on between the two shoes. The other thing I've noticed, and this is a small difference, so both shoes come standard with competition and training insoles. The competition insoles a little bit more arch, they're stiffer insole, versus the training is a little bit softer. So the comp insoles between the two are pretty similar. They've got kind of a rubber bottom and a little bit of that more of an arch. But I did notice the ones and the twos, the training insoles do vary a little bit. So the insoles in the ones have a rubber bottom. There's a little bit of contour. You might not be able to see it. There's a little bit of contour on the bottom of the sole, or on the top of the sole, because I guess you bottom of the shoe. There's just it's I'd say this is a little bit more higher quality. So this is more of a I don't even know what the material would be. It's more of a, I think it's foam all the way through. It's more of a really standard basic type of insole. There's not too much to it. There's no rubber on the bottom. It's completely flat. There's no contour, no ridges, nothing like that. So that is something that I don't know that people know that, but the ones do have a slightly different insole than the twos. I think the ones have a higher quality insole than the twos, but these actually are probably a little bit lighter. So again, going back to the weight of the shoe, I'm guessing that I think I might have heard that some of the feedback that they had gotten was they wanted to make the shoes a little bit lighter. So they did just so when they rolled out the twos. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've noticed. I'm sure I missed something, and someone can fill in a little bit more of the history of the shoes, because I'm not quite as knowledgeable. I guess because of my age, I'm not that old. I'm pretty young, so didn't really get into lifting until I think I stepped foot in the gym in 08, so right around the 08 Olympics, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing at that time. I was just in high school training in the summer, so but didn't really get into lifting and really until like 2013. But like I didn't get into the nuances of some equipment until I think I picked up my first pair of weightlifting shoes. That would have been 2015, I think. 2015, maybe 2014. I got a pair of Adi Powers. I got a little bit more into the powerlifting side of things and picked up a pair of weightlifting shoes because I wanted to get a pair of shoes to go with that. At this point in time, I purely focus on bodybuilding, but this is my shoe of choice. So I am rambling now at this point, but this is my shoe of choice, and I do love my ones. I picked these up maybe a year ago. My Adi Powers are still in commission, but maybe a little bit longer ago. But decided once I started, seeing these, I kind of caught the bug a little bit. So I got myself a pair of the ones, which I absolutely love. Really good quality shoe. The Romaleos ones and the Romaleos twos. I don't think you could go wrong, honestly, either way. They're both, really great shoes and very similar. Really high quality shoes, hold up really well over time. There's good reason that there's good value in them years and years later, and people still want them because just the quality of them is very good. It's a shoe that's basically meant to last a lifetime or close to it. So like I said, great shoes. Feel free to add anything you have with the ones and the twos, which some of the history, or if there's any differences that I missed. And let me know if you have any questions about either pair of shoes as well. Happy to answer that as best as I can. So yeah, that's about all I can think of. Appreciate it. Share this, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm going to be posting this across a bunch of different platforms, Instagram, maybe TikTok, definitely YouTube. So I appreciate that, and I'll see you again soon.